everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of ASMR Minecraft. In this episode, I want to celebrate getting 400 subscribers. You know, I don't know how to put it. It just, well, I say it every time I make one of these specials. It just, I can't, like, it doesn't, I don't know, 400 subscribers is just like an insane number to me. I never thought this channel would ever like do this well, like at all, ever. And I really appreciate every one of you who have taken the time out of your day to comment, subscribe, and, you know, like the videos and all that, engage with them. And I can't really put into words well enough like how much I really appreciate that. It's great to see. It makes me feel good that like I'm providing, you know, good videos, good content to you guys. And it makes me feel better that you guys are actually enjoying these videos. With the sappy stuff out of the way, the crux of this video is an update on my Minecraft 1.7.3 world. And let me just adjust something real quick. There's a way to force full screen in Minecraft beta 1.7.3, but it causes some issues with frame drops and all that. So, but I just want to reveal that, you know, a decent update to this little 1.7.3 world. I've made a little bit of a town, added a church, a blacksmith, some flags, you know, try to keep it consistent. And I've started building the wall around town and exposed the top of the castle, so now you can really see in on the inside there. But I just want to walk you through some of the changes of the place. Nothing's really changed on the inside of the castle at all. It's all pretty much the same, but I'll just walk you through it for, you know, completion's sake. Got different little kind of themed rooms, I guess. You know, paintings, different colored carpets, and of course, the venerable Sir Graham, the most important painting in all of Minecraft. For those of you who saw my Space Quest video, those paintings are not lined up properly. Just gonna fix that real quick. Or maybe not. Okay, there we go. I can't have it be the same. There we go. Now it's fixed. But this is the actual castle. Nothing's changed. The most that's changed is that I tried digging out this portion of the mountain, and I figured that would look bad, so I stopped doing it. But everything's the same in here. The farm got expanded by a little bit. I added another section onto it, and I'm not quite done yet with the paths. I still have to add the glowstone lanterns on for the back side here. But you can see I added this little extension onto the farm. Got a great beverage today. I got a Sam Adams. Boy, I miss being in Boston. So I can also start out with the furthest out building here. A lot of the interiors are just not completed. So that's something to be aware of. I did the outsides, but the insides of these houses are just not done yet. Because it's just, you know, it's just me living in the world. So I don't have like actual people living in these homes or anything like that, anything crazy. But I added, you know, shutters and all that. Some visual interest, and I think I fixed up the entrance on this tower. Please forgive my yawning. I'm a little bit tired today. I've been out of state for a while, and a few long drives. I'm a little bit exhausted. So this is the blacksmith's house, or the blacksmith right here. Got the lava, block of iron, block of gold, some pillars. Try to make the whole thing, aesthetic. And this is the blacksmith's house. At least how I envision it. It's a little bit modern, contemporary, I guess, but that's how I planned it out. Figured he'd live in this little low-slung place here. Little pass through from like the kitchen into like what I'd imagine the bedroom dining area. Like I said, the interiors are definitely not done yet, but what can you do? There's the updated the mine. I decorated it a little bit, and I tore down the shack that I was living in. I replaced it with the miner's barracks. Little kitchen, little canteen here, and then the actual bunk room. Bit of a fireplace, This is about the only interior that's actually been done up besides my own personal house, which is the what I imagine the farmer's home. A manor. I have a jukebox here. I do have a music disc. Cat. I'll leave that playing. Got some in-floor lighting. Massive amounts of furnaces, because I smelt a lot of stone and glass. Got some balconies out here. And that's the mill and the miller's house there. And this balcony directly overlooks the farm where your sharecroppers or laborers would come in and work the land or what have you. The windows are all shuttered and all that. This is the bed. I experimented with a lot of different ways to get the thing set up. Nothing prevents, mobs from spawning, so I just kind of settled on that. Gotta love the music here. Little wood accents, shutters, stone roof, and I even have a brick chimney. No fireplace, but I have a chimney. Decorative shrubbery, all that. Down here we have the town well, the municipal well. The town square for the flag, and the church right by what's gonna be the main gate. And the mill, the grain mill, where you'd harvest your wheat or come and bring it in from outside and go to the windmill and have it ground up. It looks kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie, just like the church. The church kind of looks bogus. I'm gonna have to alter it, but and here we even have the actual grindstone. You can imagine, people coming here and grinding their own, wheat and what have you, or rye in the miller's house here. Really basic. I didn't really plan to have anything crazy in here yet, but I made the outside as detailed as I could make it, and I figure this looks pretty okay, Added gardens, some shrubbery. Looks like it's gonna get dark out. I'm gonna hop inside and take a nap while you enjoy the sweet sounds of C418's soundtrack here. Alright. Yeah, that staircase is a little bit devious. You gotta watch out on it. So I think the next stop is gonna be the church and then the pastor's house. But like I said, this was originally gonna be the main gate. I'm gonna have to build it up a bit, but right now it's just, you know, nothing. So here's a church. Oh, uh-oh. Looks like he wants to kill me. I do have an issue with the lighting in a lot of the buildings here. Got all the pews, carpet and the national flag or what have you. Glowstone for lighting. Some natural light coming in through the windows. Added some obsidian to the pulpit, but it's not really noticeable unless you're right on top of it. And one thing that's almost unnoticeable is the fact that the door is off center. I fucked up measuring the church, and now the whole thing's kind of askew. But here's the back room, the church, how to get upstairs and all that. There's no way to get to the bell tower at the moment, but you can get an idea of like what it would look like on a busy town day. All the peasants coming in from the outbuildings outside the wall for their Sunday service. And here we go. You know, you have the pastor up here preaching to all the little guys. And I cut the wall short so they'd have that glass. There's no stained glass in this Minecraft version, so unfortunately I can't replicate that, but I'm pretty happy about how this turned out for the most part. I even added these little decorative arches around the windows. I didn't want it to be like a big brick, you know, thing or whatever, so I added these things in. And for those of you wondering why this took so long, this update took so long, I'm not cheating to build this. I'm not like using, you know, world edit or anything like that or too many items. I'm actually going out and collecting all these materials to build this shit myself. And it's a bit of a challenge. Especially the bricks. Getting clay in these old versions is not fun. This is the pastor's house, I'd imagine, as it's right next to the church. One little thing that you can't notice from the outside is that I used these two stairs originally. The idea was to get some natural light in through above the doors, but ultimately it just kind of resulted in this little low house with no skylight. I'm okay with it. There needs to be a humble house in the whole interior of the castle, and I figured no better humble house than the pastor's. So let's take the road on to the back part of the town, to the two residential buildings I haven't shown yet. This one here is just a manor house, I assume. I didn't really have a plan when I was building this thing. I just wanted to build like a fancy place. It might be a manor house, it might be a bathhouse. I'm not too certain as of yet. That window's fucking off center. Oops. But the whole thing shuttered off. I gave it this little depth. The depth to the outside. And on the inside, I'm very happy about this, how it turned out. I added a little pool to the bottom with the glowstone and all that. I like to imagine the glowstone heats up the water somewhat, you know. But I think this might be a bathhouse, but it seems kind of small for a bathhouse. Made sure it's got skylights and all that. And this is the last new structure in the whole place. It's a 3-story wooden mansion, dangerously close to this fucking lava over here. But outside. But on the inside, I think it's fairly interesting because I got built-in glowstone, a floor and ceiling lights on each of these stories. And then obviously at the top you have this one balcony, which offers a pretty cool view of all this. I can imagine the lord or noble or what have you coming out here and taking his morning tea, you know, because this is a manor house, you know, it's not America. So I'd be drinking tea, looking out over the lands that he owns or what have you. Sam Adams is kind of a shitty beer, but I like it. And now I think I'll show you the updates to the underground segment. The now dubbed Obsidian Mine. I built this little shack around the mine entrance, so it's a bit, you know, better looking. But I'll pop down and show you what I've been up to, exactly what sort of effort it took to build all the cobblestone and stone structures with all the stone slabs and all that. The nether I'm not about to go to because I think it's going to be anti-ASMR, so, but you'll see the excavation down here. So you all remember from the 350 sub special, we dug out this one section here and there's slime spawning in it. Well, I dug out this other section, exactly the same dimensions, over here to get the stone. I forgot to dig out the top, but whatever. I'm pretty sure there's slime or sticky pistons in this build, so I've been keeping all the slime bullets I can get in case they figure out or want to figure out how to make a automatic door or what have you in some part of this castle, medieval village build. But I'm gonna pop over here, and as you can see, I've had to dig out this third big old square and then a fourth one over here. This is literally all just for raw materials, 3 blocks high, 32 by 32, or it's either, I think it's 32. And there's this little cave system over here. Mobs spawn all the time, and I got fucking killed by some creepers the other day because of it. But you can see the amount of raw materials that have to be collected just for that little bit of village up there. Luckily, I've got a lot of cobblestone to spare at the moment, so I shouldn't be in need of anything for a little while besides maybe clay. But to be perfectly honest, I think everybody's in need of a little bit of clay all the time in beta Minecraft. You know, that's a fairly sought after resource, you know. But I'm going to pop back up and discuss to you what I plan to do later on in this build, because I don't plan to focus on the interiors of these homes anytime soon. I really want to get the entire village planned out, you know, get the rough outline done, the structures in place, so I know what I'm going to be doing, you know, what I'm going to be, the scope of it, I guess. And as of right now, I think I'm going to focus on the outside of the compound here. So what I'm going to do, right, I'm going to go inside the tower. I think you got these nice flags on it now. So what I'm going to do, I think, is it's a pretty cool looking village at the moment. I think you still got a little bit of spare space for pastures and all that. But I'm gonna build up the wall. I'm gonna do the main gate And that's gonna be it for the inside for right now. And I'm gonna start focusing on like the area outside of the immediate walls of the castle, and start building the poorer houses, I guess you could say, like where the paupers and peasants and serfs would live and serve the nobles and the king and all that. I think that'd be fairly interesting to do. So I think that's gonna be the next thing, but it's gonna require a lot of cobblestone for the fucking wall, unfortunately, because the wall is it's gigantic. As you can see, it's huge. And that's gonna be quite the undertaking. I've got about a double chest full of cobblestone and like maybe an eighth of another one filled with cobblestone, but that's not much at all. So I think I'm gonna have it stretch out across those hills over in that direction, and then I'm gonna have like a desert village over here that's gonna be primarily like caravans and traders and all that with like wool tents. I've been collecting wool a lot, which reminds me I'm gonna go kill that fucking sheep, get the wool off of him, because I need it. So, there's a fucking chicken over there. And I think I'll fill in the rest of these lampposts, the glowstone lampposts, but to be honest, I got a really bad nether spawn, so getting glowstone is a bit of a pain in the ass for me. But the wall is definitely gonna get done. I gotta do the wall up a bit more, add like guard towers, and then put in a main gate right over here. And I'll show you what I mean, where I'm gonna put the peasant village. It's gonna stretch out mainly over this way to the forest, and then on this side is gonna be like a desert nomad sort of village over here. Target a bit of an elevation to show you the area. A lot of this used to be forested as well. I kind of chopped down all the trees for the fucking wood and all that, and I still used all of it. But this area right over here on the hills and this plain, especially right over here down to the water, this is all gonna be peasant village, I think, with a big fucking field right over there, or something like that, maybe over here in the forest area. But that's what the place looks like from the outside. This is a project I work on in my spare time when I'm not, recording other videos or working or what have you. So for those of you wondering why it took so long to do, that's part of the reason I don't like, going on my way to work in this world. It's just something that kind of happens when I got a free moment or whatnot to do it. And I think it's coming out pretty okay. Even though the church looks like absolute ass. Yeah, even though the church looks like shit. And the windmill could be better. I'm pretty happy with how this is all going. Oops. Gotta be humane about my sheep culling. I still need the wool. I'm gonna need that for a lot of the outbuildings. And especially the desert village that I plan to build. I've been collecting saplings as well to, replenish my wood. But it's definitely not my favorite activity, I think. But again, I want to take this time to thank every one of you 404 people at the time of recording. 404 wonderful. God damn it. Looks like I fell in this hole before. All 404 of you wonderful people for taking the time out of your day to subscribe to the channel, and all the thousands of you, and it is thousands. I didn't really look too closely until recently. It's fucking thousands of people, watching the videos and engaging with them. I don't know. It's a lot for me. I'm a really simple, really stupid person. And the fact that there's 400 and something people willingly subscribe to my channel, and even more just watching my content on a regular basis, it just blows my mind. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot for me to take in, and I appreciate every single one of you who does so. You know, watching the videos, liking them, commenting, especially commenting. I love talking with you guys, especially. You know. But on that note, I think I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna pop back up on top of this castle, I think, and just fade out. I think have about a good 5 minutes of silence, and well, I don't know, about 5 minutes, probably until the sun goes down. Maybe I lied. I'm just gonna fade the video. Sorry, but I really hope you guys enjoyed. If if you like the videos, please subscribe and like, comment if you want. I'm not your mother. I can't tell you what to do, but if you like the videos, I'd really appreciate it if you go out of your way to subscribe or like them. So, on that note, hope you all enjoyed. After having a great night, or a great day, or a great whatever it may be for you. I just really hope you're enjoying it to the fullest. So, goodbye and good night.